Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I want to start to wish all of you un buon Cinque Maggio, a beautiful and a really great 5th of May. 5th of May is one of the most beautiful days to remember if you are a Juventino. If you don't know what I'm speaking about, remain, especially after the intro, because that's what we will start speaking about. We'll speak about Mercato, we'll speak about Paulo Dybala, a new team that is not Inter, is on the player because his agent was actually yesterday in a statement saying that he found no club at the moment. Pay attention, put a maximum flag, subscribe to the channel. We start after the intro. The 5th of May, what does it represent? And I wish that I found the time to speak in a real long video about what happened on that day, but just in a recap. For the new ones that do not know what it is, but also for the loyal Juve fans that wants to remember the actual coach of Inter, Simone Inzaghi, is scoring on the 5th of May 2002 the 4th goal, 4-2 for Inter in an epic game. A game that nobody was even thinking that it was possible. We won. We were third in that Serie A, in that crazy Serie A, and that day we won a Scudetto after winning 2-0 with that shirt versus Udinese because of Inter collapse 4-2 versus Inzaghi and his team versus Lazio. One of the most beautiful days that finished actually with Ronaldo, not Cristiano, but the first Ronaldo, R9, that was actually remaining on the bench and crying. We love to see the Inter people crying. You want to see a few images of the people of Juve that was celebrating? Look at Alessandro Del Piero that went crazy. Antonio Conte, that Alessio Tacchinardi was saying that everyone was crazy that day where we celebrated Scudetto number 26, but he said he was the most crazy guy. He went out of control, Antonio Conte, that yes, he went to Inter, but don't forget, never forget how Juventino he was. And then David Trezeguet and Del Piero that both scored goals in that last day of 2002. Mamma mia, beautiful thoughts. I have only one regret, and it is that in the years Marotta, Beppe never bought Maggio that was playing at Napoli, because imagine if Maggio was in Juventus and if he took the shirt number 5, that would have been epic. Imagine the speaker of Juventus saying con il numero 5 Maggio che entra, Cinque Maggio, with the number 5 Maggio, 5th of May, that is entering the field. Imagine how beautiful that would be. My friends, today is also the birthday of another Interista that played with Juve and that was also important in the first years of that beautiful Juve that won 9 Scudetto in a row. Emanuele Giaccherini, that was an Interista as a boy, but he was so important, and especially scoring these beautiful goals. Happy birthday, Emanuele. My friends, now we really go into the actuality, to the news of Juve. What are they saying about our beloved Juventus? Paulo Dybala. Yesterday we made a video about him. I don't know if you watched it or not. You know it, here is the link if you want to rewatch what we were saying about Paulo Dybala to Inter. But his agent yesterday, he went out with a statement saying that the player is exclusively focused on the end of the season, but also on the Coppa Italia. At the moment, he didn't found any agreement with any team in Italy, but also abroad. Did he really say that he was not going to Inter? Absolutely not. He didn't deny it, just that he was focused, and at the moment he didn't find any agreement, which is absolutely true because Paulo Dybala didn't even sign. If you go to Corriere dello Sport, of course you are speaking about Benzema and Real Madrid that yesterday won in a crazy epic game versus Manchester City. Pep Guardiola, and we made also a video about it yesterday, so you can also find it here. Pep Guardiola out. He will not be able to play a final, will not be able, after spending 1,300,000,000 euro, to play another final and to try winning the Champions League. Benzema, another goal. Incredible. But they're speaking about Dortmund that is on Dybala, and they even made him an offer. At the moment he's waiting because he wants to see what all the team will offer him. Dortmund, would that be a downgrade for Paulo Dybala? Let me know, guys, in the comment. I'm curious. Another news, and this one sad news. We already knew it. We were starting to be prepared, but would be Would we ever be prepared to read that news of Giorgio Chiellini leaving Juventus? Romeo Agresti said the countdown has started. Chiellini is set to leave Juventus at the end of the season. Probably his last game will be versus Lazio at home, and then Fiorentina in the really last game at home versus Lazio, where he will say goodbye to the supporter of Juventus. Pay attention. Tutto Sport instead is speaking about that Coppa Italia final versus Inter. Con l'Inter torna la vera Juve. Versus Inter, we will see the real Juventus back with Cuadrado and De Ligt. What are they actually meaning? That a lot of players could rest versus Genoa to be prepared and 100% ready to try to win at least one trophy this season. We are speaking about Cuadrado, De Ligt, and Danilo. Both, the three of them could be there in Genoa, but starting on the bench. Maybe we'll see Rugani, maybe we'll see a lot of players. Locatelli will try to be there, and that's a good news. When we were all thinking that Locatelli's season was over, he could be maybe there on the bench in the final of Coppa Italia. That would be a really beautiful news. Instead, McKennie being cautious. We don't know when McKennie will be able to be back. End of the season, next season we will discover it. A real true Juve. Speaking about the real true Juve, is that a real true Juve of this season? Probably yes, but absolutely not the one of the future. 2022-23 will be a crazy mercato, we know it. A lot of movement, a lot of change. We will start without Paulo Dybala, maybe, and probably without Giorgio Chiellini. What about Moisken and what about Morata? Like Gazzetta dello Sport is saying below, they are saying that they are costing a lot of money, and Juventus is thinking, and meanwhile they are speaking about with Bernardeschi, that we were all considering out of Juve, is still speaking with his agent and with Juventus to renew his contract, able and open this time to reduce his salary, what he didn't want to do before. He's giving priority to Juventus. He really wants to stay. Is it a good move or not? Is it an expected move or not? And why is that? Let's see. Because indeed Morata and Moisken are costing a lot of money. Juventus will have to think. It will be really difficult to sign both of them, because Morata, if we want him, it's 35 million that we have to give to Atletico Madrid. Moisken instead is also a lot of money to give to Everton, 31 million euro. It's the price that has been fixed last year. If you want him, a lot of doubts had to be made for keeping one of them or both of them. But indeed, if we are not taking Morata, if we are not taking Moisken, hey, we can't sell everyone. We already spoke about it in the tier list video, that at a certain moment, especially in the offensive side of Juventus, we have to make decisions. And if we are giving away all of them for free, speaking about Morata, Dybala, Bernardeschi, we could have a problem. And that's probably why Bernardeschi is making slightly changes to remain at Juventus. One that can come in that offensive trio or offensive role is Di Maria. Di Maria that since a few weeks is every single day on the papers, and you know that some names, they come and they go, like Mohamed Salah, for example. That was a dream, and crazy dream, probably prohibited dream. One that is really there and on every single day in the papers is Di Maria. Di Maria, and Juventus is really starting to make the calculation. Is it possible, yes or no? They are thinking about 1 + 1 year of contract to Di Maria, 7 million euro. It's actually the roof that Juventus can give him. He should be happy with that. Di Maria, 34 years old, is a player that is really in the target of Juve, and that can actually be sold really soon, because he's a free agent. Juventus can go all in for him. Why? Because we need to help and to support Vlahovic. We saw the training Vlahovic and Allegri in the last days. It's really great, but the problem is that Allegri will not play on the field and will not be able to give him some assists. Dybala will not be there, so we need someone that is able to do assists. Who's better than Di Maria with 68 assists in Ligue 1, even more than 100 in all competition with Paris Saint-Germain? It's difficult to find one that is actually for free, so Di Maria is a real priority for Juventus to help Dusan Vlahovic, and then also a really important key player, because if we are able to take him for free, that will free up some money to go for another player offensively, and we are speaking, yes, about Raspadori. After Juve-Inter of Coppa Italia, we will really start speaking seriously with Carnavali about the young 22 years old Italian player to give us a bit of that number 10 that we will miss without Paulo Dybala. Speaking about the future, guys, and we are going towards the end of the video, yesterday Juventus U23, they were able to win 1-0 versus Pro Vercelli. That means that we are continuing to dream about reaching that Serie B. 8 games remaining on the total of 10 in that playoff. Only one team will go through in Serie B. Pay attention, my friends. We are still dreaming. It will be long. It will be difficult. We don't know if we will reach it, but yesterday, a beautiful assist. Speaking about assist, a beautiful assist from Soulé that was actually putting Compagnon in front of the goal. He scored a beautiful goal, 1-0. We did it, and you see the team that is totally celebrating that victory. A thing that I really wanted to add on that is look at the left side of the picture. You see Miretti that was not called up because he will probably play again as a starter versus Genoa on Friday. Would have been a bit too much and without a lot of rest for him, so he didn't play yesterday with the under-23, but he was there to support the guys and to celebrate together with them. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you are ready, because today you have to continue partying to celebrate and to commemorate that 5th of May. Thank you, Forza Juve.